Welcome to Holy Temple Fitness, where we believe fitness is from the inside out. When we say inside out, we mean that if you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, the Spirit of Christ comes and dwells within you. And that Spirit is there to rule and reign your flesh in every area of life. And today is day one of our fitness journey. So welcome. And as you see, I'm taking a stroll, a little light jog in my neighborhood. I decided to strap you guys on with me for this jog. I strapped you onto my backpack, just so y'all can come with me, take this journey together, right? And for the first 2 weeks on this journey, I'm focusing all on cardio. And that cardio is, for me, for the first 2 weeks, I'm just doing a mile jog, right? Then after those 2 weeks, I'll be adding to that mile, making it 2 miles, 3 miles, and so on and so forth. But for you, whatever you decide cardio-wise, you may want to just take a walk in your neighborhood. Or some of you guys may want to bike or get on the Stairmaster, or whatever form of cardio you decide to use is going to work because you're going to be consistent with it, right? So whatever you decide to use, you want to just put forth consistency with it. Couple of thoughts about cardio. You want to make sure you're doing it at a level where you're going to sweat. Doesn't mean you have to be downpouring and drenched in sweat, but you want to get a nice sweat, okay? For me, I love to jog. I like the benefits of jogging. Just what it does for me, with my respiratory, just my overall health and my shape. I feel a lot better after a nice jog. So I'm starting off my journey with the mile for these first 2 weeks. 3 times a week. Yeah, let me just go over this again. 3 times a week, I'm going to jog a mile. And on the second week, I'm going to jog that same mile 3 times a week. And then on the third week, I'm going to be taking that 1 mile jog up to 2 miles, right? And we're just going to progress for that. So if you're biking or if you're doing a Stairmaster, for me to do a mile jog, I'm doing a mile in probably about 8 or 10 minutes. I'm jogging a mile in about 8 or 10 minutes. So whatever that means for you, if you're on a Stairmaster, maybe it takes you about 20 minutes on a Stairmaster to get your good workout in, to get your good sweat in. So you just want to gradually, if it's 20 minutes, this first week that we're doing this, second week you may want to continue your 20 minutes, or you may want to jump it up to 30 minutes. And that's totally at your discretion. But you want to progress your cardio. You don't want to be staying at the same level or the same time frame for too long, okay? So everybody's different, so you want to progress, but everybody needs to progress and move forward. So like I said, I'm taking a jog in the neighborhood. I actually like to jog in outside. I don't like to jog in indoor environments. I prefer the scenery to change. I prefer the hills that you may run across. I prefer just to be outside. I mean, no complaints about inside per se, but if I have a choice, I like to go outside. In the inside you have, AC, you got the air conditioning, you got, most of the time the tracks inside are flat, or you get on a treadmill, you can make it incline or things like that. But I like the sunlight, I like the heat, I like the elements, and I just like to breathe in that good oxygen, natural fresh oxygen as I'm jogging. I don't know. I just prefer it. But find out what you prefer, what you like, whether it's inside, outside, bike, Stairmaster, like we said before, anything, whatever you is your cup of tea, as they say, right? Just a couple things I'm thinking about as I'm doing my jog here. As always, you're gonna have to exercise and you got to eat correctly. You got to marry. They two have to marry. You got to eat correctly. Exercise and working out, they have to be one, right? So as we start in this journey, this is day one of 90 days or 3 months. Make sure you're focused on your eating as well. whether that's what you're taking away or what you're doing without for a period of time, or if whatever healthier alternatives that you're making. For me, you remember I said that I'm doing away with the fried food, so that meant I had to get some alternatives to the fried food. So you want to make sure you go to your market, to your superstore or grocery store rather, and find out whatever alternatives you need to have them on hand. Before you get hungry, you need to have them in the refrigerator, because by the time you get hungry, if they're not in the refrigerator, you may make a bad choice, right? So I had to go out and get like some potatoes. I had to get some hummus, just some healthier snacks, Matter of fact, I used to think that some chips I eat sometimes, I thought they was actually baked, but it turns out they're not even baked. So I had to give those to my children. And, hey guys, you guys have these. I found out that these are not baked; they're fried. So, so I had to go find me some baked chips. And they out there. They have a whole bunch of alternatives. Even popcorn, if you want to do the popcorn thing instead of chips, you can find some healthy popcorns that's low fat, low salt, so you're not, doing more damage. Now, just because something is quote unquote a healthier alternative doesn't mean go overboard with your eating of it. Don't mean you go ahead and a serving of it is a half a cup, you go ahead and have 3 cups because it's less fat and less sodium, right? Or less salt. Well, you're cheating yourself when you do that. So stick to a serving of it. Even with the fruits and vegetables, you can if you're gonna go and eat something, make sure you're leaning on the heavier side with your fruits and vegetables, if anything. And especially if you're having that salad, light dressing or low-fat dressing is preferred. I actually like my salads either with balsamic vinaigrette. There's a couple of brands that I like, but balsamic vinaigrette and or just lemon juice. I actually enjoy my salads just with lemon juice. So find out what works for you, but like I said, go get those items now. Go get those items and stock your refrigerator, stock your cabinets with those items, so that when when the hunger hits or when it's time for snack, you have it on hand. Also, I've started to do the because I did away with the sodas. I started to do the sparkling water. You know what I'm talking about? The sparkling water, or the soda seltzer water, things like that. So, and a lot of them, they have a whole bunch of different brands. So I've been exploring. I've been exploring these different brands of sparkling water, and there are some good brands. And so, the first time I took a sip of one, it was like, wow, this is, I don't know if I could drink this. And so I took a couple of sips, set it down, waited a few minutes, then I picked it back up, took some more sips. And by the time I got halfway through it, I'm like, man, this isn't as bad as I thought. But what happens is once you're away from an item that you enjoy, like sodas, sugary juices and stuff. Once you're away from those items, the longer you're away from those and start drinking the better, healthier alternative, the healthier alternative starts tasting better to you. So like I said, I've been experimenting with different brands and different flavors and finding out what I like, and there's a couple brands that I like at the moment. And but I still am experimenting. So even though I have the one or two, actually it's about 2 or 3 of them that I enjoy, I'm still trying other flavors to see if I like those as well. So it's just opened up a whole new world for me. So I want you guys to do the same, to just explore, get out there and try some new items, something that you may have never tried. You may have never tried chickpeas. Chickpeas is a good alternative, or you may have never had hummus. I know I mentioned hummus earlier, but hummus is great, especially on some pita chips or something like that. I like it on pita chips. Maybe you can find some whole wheat crackers, put it on some whole wheat crackers. But this is an exciting time because you guys get to try something out of your norm, try something that you've read about or seen or you've heard people talk about it. Man, this has worked for me. Maybe it's Greek yogurt. Maybe you never tried Greek yogurt. Just experiment. Try something new, guys, and it'll open up a whole new world for you guys. I'm definitely excited about some of the things that I have in my refrigerator to try. But like I said, these are healthier alternatives. So you want to make sure that these are the things you dive into. And even oddly enough, my wife has started to eat more of the fruits and vegetables with me as well. So I'm like, baby, that was my apple. I was trying to say that apple. She eat my apple. But but it's cool. These are good problems. So we had to go out and get some more apples, get some more oranges, you know. So because we all are trying to eat better during this time. So yeah. So feel free, man. This is this is the exploratory time to see what you like and what you don't like. Very exciting time. Like I said, this is day one, and day one, I'm just gonna show y'all guys some probably these videos I'll probably put out maybe 3 times a week, just to show you guys how we progressing. And you can, you know, put it on, have me playing while you're doing your cardio as well. But I'm about to cut out, so I have to see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us. Day one is in the bank. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Be blessed.